Greeting friends! In this lesson, you will learn to make a beautiful and professional photographs for your babies, and you can also make a gift for babies for your friends. For this lesson, I took a picture of my beautiful daughter. I took photos with my camera and in the sunlight. But you can do it using a smartphone or tablet if you don't have a camera. The main thing is that the light is good. And so we open our Photoshop and then the photo. First we need to cut the picture, but let's turn the image 90 degrees first. Then select the object selection tool and wait until it automatically segments. Once the object becomes blue, click on it. Thus the object is separate. Next, let's add a mask to our background layer. We can see some unevenness on the edges of the object that needs to be fixed. We'll try to do this automatically as possible. Also, the hair is not properly cut out. We will fix this issue too. To do that, double click on the mask and a new window will open. On the left panel, there are some parameters. Let's start by selecting the background so that the defects are visible. It's better to choose black or maybe overlay, but my preference is black, and let's increase the opacity to make the edges clearly visible. Now we need to adjust the parameters. First, we need to move the smooth slider. You can see how the edges become smoother. That's the difference we can observe. Also, let's slightly decrease the shift edge and apply a small amount of feather. Don't forget about the smart radius. It will help us to make edges even smoother. Let's carefully examine all areas of the object to ensure there are no defects left. You can play around with the smart radius. Then we move on to the hair. We need to remove the background there. For this, we have the Refine Edge Brush tool. We can slightly increase the brush size and trace along the edges of the hair. The result is simply excellent. Also, to make the hair color blend better with the new background, it's better to check the box for the contaminate colors. Now it's perfect. Click OK. That's pretty good, but if you are perfectionist, you can remove those small defects. Select the brush tool and choose a soft brush, then remove the unwanted areas. Everything looks clean now. Next, let's move on to Midjourney, where we will generate our pictures. I've already generated several variations using these prompts, but you can provide different requests. By the way, you can find all the prompts and links in the description below. For example, I have these results, quite realistic and cute. You can choose a composition according to your taste. For instance, I like the first option the most. Despite Midjourney providing us with pictures in a larger size, it's still not large enough for printing in A4 or A3 size. The size of this picture is 816 to 1455 pixels. We will use another AI software to upscale the image, for example by 4 times. I use Gigapixel, but it's paid software. If you're looking for free upscale services, you can find some links below in the description. After having made an upscaling of the picture, let's open the file on Photoshop. All the details are clearly visible. In the new picture, we will put our baby. Choose Selection tool, drag and drop to another tab. We don't need a mask anymore. With the right click, we can apply a mask. Now to transform the object, press Ctrl T, resize the image and rotate it. If everything is okay, press Enter. Here is the result. But that's not all. For naturalness, we need to make color corrections and play with shadows. And also, I don't like this part, we need to fix it. How can we do that? Fortunately, the object is symmetrical, and the left part will serve us for cloning. Choose Lasso tool and select this part. Then press Ctrl G and duplicate the layer. Ctrl T, right mouse button, flip to horizontal and put it where we need it. Right mouse button again and select warp tool to adopt the shape. And that's it. Enter. Select the bottom layer and add a mask to remove unnecessary part. Select the brush tool and it should be black color. And also, if you erase the wrong area, then change the color to white, you can go back. Then select the top layer and add a mask. Erase the unwanted areas. The key is to blend the duplicated layer with the bottom one. This is the shape we have achieved. Now we can merge these layers using Ctrl E. To avoid the part we created from looking too symmetrically, we can use the liquefy function. Select the forward warp tool and make very small adjustments. Okay, everything looks good. Now here comes the most important part. The surroundings and the color of the baby are different. We need them to look identically. You can observe the colors in the original image and apply them to your baby. I think the most effective tool for this is selective color. By the way, let's rename the layer first. Then select selective color. Create an inner mask by holding Alt and clicking between the two layers. Now we can play around with different parameters. It's all done by eye. I like the result we have achieved so far. The difference is noticeable and the color has improved slightly. But that's not all. We will create a few more layers. Specifically, we will overlay the color of the fabric from the original painting onto the fabric of the top layer. To do this, select the eyedropper tool and make sure to choose the background. Use the eyedropper tool to select one dark and one light tone. Then add a new layer and apply a gradient map adjustment. Since the colors might be inverted, let's select the reverse option. Choose the color mode. Delete the empty bottom layer. Next, hold Alt and create an inner mask. Press Ctrl I to invert the mask. Then select the brush tool and set the brush color to white. Bring back the color where the fabric is visible. That's it, beautiful result. This is how it was before and now it's look like this. The white tones are now blending together. Next, let's reduce the shadows on the baby. Right click on the baby layer and select Convert to Smart Object. After that, go to the Image, Adjustments, Shadows and Highlights. And there we'll lighten the shadows. In my case, highlights are not needed since the image is very bright. Now the shadows are hardly visible. Additionally, to make the baby brighter, we can add a levels adjustment. Don't forget about the inner mask. Slightly decrease the white tones. Before and after. There are some spots left, let's remove them. If everything satisfies us, right-click and select Rasterize Layer. Then, using the Spot Healing tool, remove the spots. Simply adjust the brush size to match the spot and click on it. There we go, everything looks wonderful. We can also add a subtle shadows around the edges if desired. Create a new layer named Shadow and select the brush tool. Hold Alt button and sample the color from a dark area. For example, from here. Increase the brush size and remember to change the blending mode to multiply. Before and after. Fantastic, the shadow makes it even better. Finally, we can create an overall toning layer by adding selective color. In the Naturals tab, we can play around with the settings. That's it, the portrait is ready. I believe you will also achieve excellent results. It's time for me to show this to my daughter. Good luck to everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on future tutorials. See you, friends.